Hi everybody, if you're watching this, that means that it's time for us to give review about our questions. So, today, what you should have your questions on a cue card out in front of you. I've probably already split you into groups so that if you don't have a cue card, the other group is working with me to get their questions onto one of those. For the group that is currently giving feedback, you have a feedback form. I'm going to walk you through the process of working on each of these questions on the feedback form. The first thing that you need to do is write down your name and your section at the bottom of the paper. I want everybody in that group to pass their question to one person to the left. Everybody should be reviewing somebody else's question, not your own. Now the question that I'm reviewing is going to be an example that we had in class earlier, are dress codes unjust or unfair? I'm going to use this as my example for giving feedback to whichever student has asked this question. Now the first thing I need to do is figure out if this is an open-ended question. You can consult your notes on that. I know that this is an open-ended question because I made this example, but yes, it's an open-ended question. It's open-ended because it does not have a definite answer. It's something that you have to form an opinion on, do a lot of research about how dress codes work and where they are and why dress codes are in place, and then come up with your yes, they are just, they are fair, or no, they are not just and they are not fair, and here's why. Is this question a question that already has an answer? Well, some people have tried to answer questions like this before. There isn't ever going to be a correct answer to this question, just a well-defended one. So, no, this question doesn't already have an answer. This tells me that it's probably going to be ready for inquiry, for an inquiry project. So, I'm going to mention something that a classmate does well in asking this question on the next line, and what I think that they do well is that they ask a question that's relevant to their daily life. It's an open-ended question which can lead to deeper learning. You'll notice that I wrote you. This is because this feedback form is going to be passed to the student whose question you are reviewing. You are writing this to them, for them. So, to the student, you do well at asking a question that's relevant to your daily life. Your question is open-ended, which will lead you to deeper learning. And then, finally, we make a note on something that this student can improve on, and I said that this question is a little too broad. It might be a good idea for you to make your question more specific, and to try focusing on the school or workplace dress codes so that you don't get lost in your subject. Once you have all of this completed, you've given a review of what they do well, a review of what they need to improve on. You can pass your question. You can pass the question and this feedback form back to the person whose question it is. After that, all of you can do your review, and that's all, folks. If you need to go back to this video for any reason, Mr. D is going to post a link on the board so that you can just type that into your phone and it'll take you to the YouTube page that this video is hidden on.